ship.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night.
What?
As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back.
Right.
Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
What?
For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right, the wisdom of the Lord, man, right, and the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.
And their philosophies and strongholds that they've constantly casting our people down with, man.
Right.
Psalms chapter 83, man.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. Right. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
They said what?
Thine enemies make a tumult.
Go ahead.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against
what?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
That's right, man. And they've taken crafty counsel against us, man, continually, man. Why do you trust in the different things that they have to proclaim for you, man? When there's nothing godly to profess unto you, man. From damn so-called white men, right? From the so-called Asian men, man. From the so-called Indian men, right? There's nothing godly that they can profess or tell us about our own nationality and heritage.
Nothing at all.
Right? So to sit there and believe and trust on these different things is foolish, man. Right? It's going to get you damnation and destruction, man. Right? So now, get Acts chapter 16. Come on.
Book of Acts, chapter 16.
Out.
Verse 17. The same followed Paul and us and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God.
I said what?
These men are the servants of the Most High God.
Doing what?
Which shew unto us the way of salvation.
Right? Brother, with the cap on, the Nike Pro cap. Come holler at me real quick, 2 minutes. Alright, brother, your nationality is Israelite, brother.
Right.
You're not black, you're not African American, brother.
Facts.
Come back to your heritage and the ways of life, man. Right? And that's the hey, man. Hey, King, about to cross the street. Come holler at me, 2 minutes. Lord willing, we can get a sheep. Get a little sheep. What's happening, King? Hey, come out, let me do this real quick. 1 minute. You said you gonna come back? That's horrible. That's it. Throw it out there one more time. Throw it out there one more time. Pass the left and right side of the ship. Alright, what's going on, family? Alright, what's your nationality if y'all don't mind me asking? You said black? Come out with me, 2 minutes. Y'all surely have 2 minutes, man. Y'all dillying and dallying, man, when the Lord gave you 24 hours.
Right.
You don't want to get a promise to the Lord 2 minutes?
Hey, man, you trying to sell us some stuff? You guys want to sell us?
Hey, man. Right? We're going to try one more time.
How much you talking about?
Alright. What's going on, sister? What's going on, sister? You got 2 minutes real quick. Talk with us. We teaching our people the nationality of our blacks, Hispanics, and Native American sisters and brothers. Alright? And we have a true heritage that's spoken of in the Bible. Right? I just had about 3 to 4 of our own people pass by us. Hey, catch the free. So I'm glad you actually stopped. Right? Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Let me get Isaiah 43 and 27. Alright? Deuteronomy chapter.
But Isaiah chapter 48, verse 27.
Bring it out.
43, verse 27. Thy first father has sinned,
Right, go ahead.
and thy teachers have transgressed against me.
The people, right, our elders, the people that are supposed to be leading us, you understand, of our own people, they transgressed against the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High ordained.
That's it.
They got us in this situation, you understand? To where as though what? We're living out these generational curses. Because wouldn't you agree to that we're generationally cursed as people? That we're living rougher than any other nation upon the face of the earth, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Would you agree to that, sister? Right, so read on.
Therefore, I have profaned the princes of the
It
sanctuary.
said what?
I have profaned the princes of the
When
sanctuary.
was the last time we had a ruler or a king or a prince of our own people? Do you know, sister? Right? You can only find that history, right, if you go back to the Bible. Why? Because you have a book literally called First and Second Kings, man, going into our rulers, man. Right? Which places? Right, yeah, right. So-called Jesus Christ was a black man. We understand that. Right? Bring this out.
And have given Jacob to the curse.
So now we understand that what? Jacob has been given to a curse. Right? These generational curses in which we sit there, our young women and our young men try to sit there and break every single day. Right? Hustling hard, doing what they got to do, man. Right. Trying to break these generational curses. Well, if you want to break something, or if you want to get the solution to something, you have to first figure out the problem of why it happens. Right? You're familiar with cause and effect, right? We're living out the effect right now, but we have to figure out what that cause was. Okay? So bring this out in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come, that all these curses.
So there we go again. It's that word curse again. It said Jacob was given to the curse, right? And then the Lord said what?
That all these curses
Right?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That's right. So the Lord said, if we disobey his commandments and his laws and statutes, all these curses will come upon us. Now, read verse 46. We're going to read about the curses.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Bring it out.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
It's talking about the curses, right? It said these curses will be upon you for a sign, just as you're able to understand that what? That's the district chapter because of the sign that's on it. Right? We're able to understand this Kilroy is down there because of the sign that's upon it. Right? So it's the same way that these curses will be put upon the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Started Islam. All right, sisters. Right, Israelite sister.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
These different days we will be living out forever, right? Until we come back unto the Lord. Right? So therefore, now I'm going to get a couple of curses that the Israelites had to endure, right? That are a resemblance with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? I'm about to draw that connection. So now give me verse 54.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is slender among you and
Very delicate.
his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
What does that sound like, sister? To be very tender and delicate at one point, and now you have an evil eye. That sounds like what? Being two-faced, right? To be hateful towards your own people. You went from loving your own people to now you hate them. What was living that out as a demographic of people for the most majority? Us. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans killing each other over street signs, right? Corners that don't belong to them, right? Over shoes, man. It's madness at the end of the day, man. Some of the stuff that happens is crazy. I literally just seen a video, man, right, of a sister who got gunned down by her ex-boyfriend in Baltimore. She sat there and placed a restraining order on him, right? And she sat there and was trying to get away from him, right? He had a gun on him. Shot her dead 5 times. That's having an evil eye. We're going to read on him now.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Right, so, hey, it said not only shall we have an evil eye towards our own brother, to where there's no what? We in beefs and disputes about territory that doesn't belong to us. You understand? We're in beefs and disputes about stepping on each other's shoes, man. We're messing with each other's woman, man. That's having an evil eye towards your brother. Not only that, we have an evil eye towards our woman, man. We don't treat them with how they're supposed to be treated, man. We're beating on them, right? Calling them all types of tricks, bees and hoes, right? Hey, these different things are not normal. These things are not supposed to be happening, you understand? But why are they happening? It's because we disobeyed the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord told us to follow.
Right.
And guess what? Who's leading in single-parent households? Because they also told you about that. It said he shall have people eyes toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? In the tri-state area, right, which is New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, you understand? Those 3 states, they took statistics, and they got the number 72%, right, are single mother households. That's a high-ass percentage. Yeah. And those are some of the largest states. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and chiefly New York is a very large state. A densely populated city, and state. So we understand that these different things are not only happening right in that area, but all throughout the earth. Because guess what? The so-called Mexicans, right, which are Issacharites, right, and you also got the Guatemalans, right, the Nicaraguans, right, which are Zebulonites, and they sit there and they come to America. Everybody has this American dream painted in their eyes, right, or painted in the back of their mind from the 1960s, right, when everybody was sitting there recovering from the war which we fought in the 40s. Right? Everybody still has that American dream instilled in their mind, man. Guess what? They come up from Central America and Southern America, right? And come to America thinking that they're going to have a different opportunity, man. Right? And they start a whole new family, man. And leave off from the family in which they had, and they sit there and get them a white chick, man. Right? We're really not supposed to keep cleaving with these other nations, man. We're supposed to deal with our own people, man. There's no woman like our woman. And there's no man like our man. We're the strongest men. We've endured the brutest of things, man. Where these other nations would sit there and crumble at the second of the fraction of a second. Our men would literally sit, they were brutalized, man. They were thrown into a damn, you had something called the Black House on plantations, man. They called it the Black House or Black Shed. You understand? And they had a fire pit underneath it. Right? They had it built up on stilts and they had a fire pit beneath it. What they would do to the slaves that were fucked up, they would throw them in that Black House and lock the key or lock the lock and take the key with them, man. And it would start that fire up. Guess what? Our men would sit there and literally roast alive in that damn Black House. Like the brother sat there and brought out a couple of weeks ago, what they used to do was take hot candle wax, you understand, and put insects in the ears of our forefathers and our foremothers. Put insects, scorpions, all manner of different things, man, right? And seal the damn ear canal closed with the hot wax. And literally sit there and watch you go insane. Why? Because the insects and those different things are eating away trying to get an escape. So these different things, and guess what? These other nations couldn't endure that. Our women sitting there being ravished in all times of the night, man. The slave master coming in and taking your wife away. You know, and not, well, you know what's going on, right? But you don't know specifics, man. It's no telling what was going on in that damn bedroom, man. You hear all types of shrieks, groans of agony and distress, right? These different things, they happen to us. Why? Because we broke the commandments and the laws and statutes of the Lord had given us. It's important to actually tap into these different things, man. Our people, they sit there and they're so desensitized to this world and everything that's been portrayed, man. The school system doesn't even sit there and teach slavery how it actually happened, man.
Right.
They try to sweep it under the rug. Oh yeah, you know, y'all kind of went through the slavery. Y'all came over here about 16, 19. Y'all were enslaved till about 18, 18. Then we sat there and gave y'all some rights.
All right, sugarcoated.
They didn't actually give us no rights during 1818 or 1860s, man. It was still Jim Crow law. It was still segregation, you understand? We were still being treated poorly, man.
Still.
Working for hire, but for what? Fractions of a penny. Wasn't for no dollars. Wasn't actually able to sit there and eat and be filled with the different things in which they was providing us with. I was just in Detroit this past weekend, man. I went to the I believe it's called the African American Museum, Part H, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's located downtown. And I had seen a poster, whatever the case may be, and it showed the weekly rations of which our forefathers and our foremothers used to receive, man. And that right there is not enough. The Haggai 1:6. Come bring it up.
The Haggai chapter 1 verse 6.
Bring it out.
Yeah, so much and bring in little.
Right, we're working in that field all day. Our forefathers working in that field all day, sun up to sundown. Right? Go ahead.
You eat, but you have not enough.
It said what?
You eat, but you have not enough.
Right, so on the weekly rations, mind you, it's not daily, it's weekly. I think they had about a 4th cup of beans, some rice, about a half cup of rice, right? And it was a couple of other things, but the rations, the portions, it's like, what the hell am I doing with that? And that's why a lot of our men and women, they were what? Very skinny, feeble, you understand, malnourished, and they were literally giving up the ghost in the field, man. And they don't talk about that. They don't talk about how our forefathers was literally sitting there working until they died from heat exhaustion, man. And they're still working us like that, man. The so-called Mexicans, and guess what? They tell them, hey, you got 2 weeks to build this house. And it's in the dead middle of summer, man. It's 100 degrees, man. And guess what? It's a car up there on that roof from 5 a.m. all the way to damn 7 p.m. Which is the so-called Mexicans, man. And the so-called white man, hey, they don't give a damn about the heat exhaustion which they got to deal with. Alright? They don't give a damn if they fall off the damn rooftop because they damn hallucinating, because they're dehydrated. That's slavery. That's oppression. We're still living these things out today. So therefore, what do you think we have to do in order to escape these different things? We gotta break the curse, but how do we break the curses? How do we end up in a situation to begin with? That's right, so what do you think we gotta do? We gotta follow the commandments. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Literally. Literally, man.
It's a great place to start.
Let me get Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. And so, sister, we understand through these different curses they were placed upon the Israelites, but yet they fit us. That was just one curse that I brought out. Do you know that there's about 54 different curses? There's 54 different curses all throughout the Bible, man. You gotta repent, come back to the Most High God as an Israelite. An Israelite man. Not a flamboyant transfiguration. Man!
Transformation.
We don't condone that, man. That's what this world supports, man. That's what this world instills, man. Let's have equality for the so-called transvestites and the transgenders. We don't support that. The Lord doesn't support that. How can you procreate if you sit there and you want to pop a man all day? And the woman want to sit there and scissor all night? How can you procreate? It's not going to happen. Right? So go back to this. What happened on the slide?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
It said what?
Blessed is he that readeth.
That's a beautiful thing that you brought out. It's all we gotta do is open our book, man, and read. That's it. That's how you're gonna get the blessings. Because why? You're gonna start to understand things. You're gonna start to question things. You start to realize that what? So you start to understand that what? Everything that the so-called white man and all these other nations have told us is not indeed true, but it's a lie. Right? So again, real quick, our nationality and our heritage, we would no longer be black, African American, colored, Afro-American, but we would be Israelites. You would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Your father's so-called black man? Okay. Or you'd be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's the same tribe in which Jesus Christ came out of. Just like you sat there and said up there, and we understand that Jesus Christ is so-called black man. He sprang out of the tribe of Judah. It tells you that in Hebrews 7:14. So we understand that we come from the same tribe in which our Lord and Savior came from. That's a beautiful thing right there. We got the same blood running through our veins that Yahweh Shai had, which is his true name in the Paleo-Hebrew. Right, which just means he delivers or he saves. Right? So now, you know a couple of commandments that we have to keep. Yeah, a couple of commandments outside of the 10, because there's more than 10 commandments. Man, this is a big Bible right here. You know what I'm saying? To sit there and think that there's only 10 commandments, they might say 12, 13. That's, I mean, you gotta open the book, like you said. You gotta open the book and find these different things out, man. It said, blessed to see that reason. Then you can start to understand what various commandments that there are in there. There's 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. But don't let that sound grievous, right? Because why? Those 613 commandments are really narrowed down to a far less number. Because you have commandments that are strictly appointed to the man. You have commandments that are strictly appointed to the woman.
Right.
You have commandments to where as though if you're keeping one of the commandments, you're actually keeping about 3 commandments. Right? To where as though what? Procreate, you understand? Being with your man being with a woman, you understand? Or staying with his household and everything like that, you understand? And guess what? He's not into bestiality and homosexuality. Why? Because he has a woman at home that he desires and he's treasuring. rendering benevolence unto her, man. He's not beating her up if he loves her. So you keep a variety of precepts, of the commandments, you understand, and just loving your family. And actually rehearsing that word. Because loving somebody, that's a verb. It's an action word. So we have to sit there and rehearse these different things or strive to the best of our ability to be perfect. You understand? How are we perfect? Or how can we be perfect? Because we can be perfect. No, you can't be perfect. Right. I'm going to tell you how you can be perfect. What did Jesus die for? Yeah, he died for us. Right? What did he die for? What did he die to do? To give us remission of sins. You understand? To basically sit there and give us redemption. So whereas we have grace, we have mercy, we have repentance, we have a place of repentance. And so that right there is your key, right? To whereas though you can be perfect. Why? Because it's not like the ancient world to whereas though what? You give an animal sacrifice, and guess what? That's only going to cover you for a dispensation of time. No, you have grace, you have mercy, right, and repentance to whereas though your sins are completely expunged. The Lord is no longer holding that against you once you pray before Him. You stop doing that sin in which you was committing, right? And you ask for forgiveness. He's not holding that against you anymore. And so that's how you become perfect, sister. But you have to first and foremost know the law, statutes, and commandments in order to do that. Right? So bring out Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Do you eat pork, sister? I'll praise to the Most High. Right? Because that's a very nasty time. That's a very nasty thing that our people like to partake in. Right? It eats all manner of things. Do you eat shrimp, crab, and lobsters? Okay, I'll praise to the Most High. Right? No bottom feeding. So what's your diet usually look like? If you don't mind.
We're running late now. We're running a little late.
Okay. Okay, so anything that you eat that is fish, it has to have fish scales. So like catfish and different stuff like that, you can't really indulge in. Why? Because it doesn't have scales. Right? But you can have bass, tilapia, bluegill, salmon, perch, whiting, cod. Those different things, those different types of fish you can have. Salmon? Okay, cool. Right? And so also the thing that you can eat, as far as you can eat beef, lamb, those things are upon the earth. Things that walk upon the land. You can eat those different things. You can't eat roadkill, something that's already been dead or whatever the case may be, right? You can't eat roadkill or anything like that. Right. You might be on a camping trip and you sit there and see, oh, let me throw that on the fire. Oh. Some of our people actually think about that, man. You can't do that though.
Yes, they do it.
And you can't eat anything with the blood.
At all.
So that means that your burgers, they have to be well done. Look, we're not one to typically dabble into that, but some of our people, they want to get fancy. They go to a Ruth Chris Steakhouse, right? Or Benihana's, and they sit there and say, you know, I always get well done, but let me try medium rare. I heard their steaks is good, right? Let me try medium rares. You would be in sins. Eating anything with the blood. Let me get Leviticus chapter 19 and verse number 26. What's your zodiac sign? Can't dabble in that though. Yeah, so we can't dabble in astrology, because that's an observation of the times, which is just witchcraft and necromancy.
Sorcery.
Because how could you sit there and determine somebody's personality based off of when they were born? The Lord never said anything about that in the Bible. You understand? So bring this up real quick.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, and verse 26.
Bring it on.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
Right, which is what we just brought out.
Neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times.
Right, so hey, no enchantments, no witchcraft, no sorcery, none of that different stuff, no palm readings, no tarot cards, right, no astrology or zodiac signs. You can't dib and dabble into that, right, because that's sin according to the Most High God. Essentially, that's idolatry.
Right.
Because you're putting these different idols, these graven images before the Most High God. If you want to answer, seek Him in prayer.
Right.
You understand? Seek the Most High God in prayer. You want to sit there and kind of get something off of your spirit, right, or get yourself cleansed or something, go on a fast. These are the different things in which we should be rehearsing ourselves with, as opposed to seeking the different things in this world. That makes it easy and convenient. Everything that's convenient is not good for you. So, brother going to continue to break down a couple more commandments for you, and then you can go ahead and be on your way. All right, sister? Like, I'll praise you.
All honor, glory, and praises to you. How Hashem HaMashiach, and sisters,
Well, we love our sisters, right? And we love you, sister. We're glad that you took a moment. Well, the angels is glad. They turned up right now. You took a moment to stop and hear the words of the Lord. Let me get the 15:3.
Across the street.
Give me the 15:3. Go to
Like forward across the street.
let me ask you a question. Did you get into to the zodiac signs or anything like that? Baby palm, reading, tarot card. Okay, I'll praise the Most High because that's kind
Just
of
know that my sign is I was born in July, so people will say we're Leo, so
right.
we got to get into all that extra stuff.
Our people got that heavy. We got that heavy. That's that zodiac sign spirit, and what hooks us is a lot of that thing, a lot of that stuff that we read, we turn around and we see it actually happening. But don't be deceived by that, right? Because that's witchcraft, that's sorcery. Okay, and it's meant to do what? It's meant to be with your mind. Go ahead and give me that. Luke 15:3. Yeah, give me 3.
Luke 15:3, and he spake this parable unto them, saying, What man of you, having 100 sheep, if he loose one of them, doeth not he leave the 99 in the wilderness?
Just a 7.
Verse 7, I say unto you, that likewise joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth, more than over 99 just person which need no repentance.
What's your name, sister? Toya? Right now, the angels coming up. They saying Toya stopped and received the words of the Lord. She received the words of life. Okay? Why? Because this could very well change the course of the direction of your life, having this knowledge. Okay? Great responsibility and great power comes with this. I want to show you that law real quick that's going into us refraining from all manner and sources of witchcraft, being zodiac signs and different things of that nature being one of them, okay?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, and verse 10.
Bring it on.
Thou shalt not.
What's your nationality, brother? Hispanic? Hispaniola?
Yes.
See? You guys chosen people.
Benaki.
Benaki? Be familiar.
Thank you.
La Biblia. Alright. Let's get into this real quick. I'll show you.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
So let's pause right there, right? That said, any of our people that passes they little ones, they young ones through the fire. Now in ancient times, what we used to do as Israelites, right? As Israelites, because you're not black, all right? We used to sacrifice our children to Baal, right? To Molech. We used to sacrifice them to these gods. What's one thing that we do as a people today? It might not be exactly like that, but with our children, before they're even born. What's the pro-choice movement about in America today? Abortion, right? And the Lord gave us what? He gave us a commandment to be fruitful and multiply. So really what we're doing is we're sacrificing our children.
Right.
Why do you think that there's Planned Parenthood for the majority, for the most part, in our neighborhoods, and they're trying to encourage their own people to lay and procreate and have more children, right? Because they understand one thing. Let's get that, go to Exodus 1 and 13. One thing that's always been true about the Israelites is that we continue to multiply as a people no matter what you really put us through. Even when we were slaves in Egypt, our people still was growing and multiplying at an exponential rate, and they really couldn't stop. All right, let's get that history real quick.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 12.
Bring it on.
But the more they afflicted them,
That's it.
but the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
Okay, so they saw the Israelites continuously growing as a people. They say, how can we make their lives harder on them? How can we stack on these heavy fetters of iron and chains and yokes of bondage upon their necks until they break as a people, and we no longer have to work? Because you gotta realize one thing: We are the greatest fear of these people in America. They're afraid that you will rise against them. You will stop supporting them. You'll stop spending all your money on Christmas, on 4th of July, on birthdays that do what? That further bolster their already enormous economy. Let me tell you something. Last year alone, they banked, I want to get the exact number, but I'm not going to worry about getting the exact number. But they banked billions of dollars off of our people last year alone, off of these holidays. Okay, these just are holidays. All right. Why? Because they know they Jake love to turn up. Just give him an excuse and a reason to turn up and have a good time. He all for it, man. They gave him, so they threw him give him Juneteenth. That's another excuse for them to spend more money. Right?
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. All right, these different things. And what? First of all, it's the commemoration of a false history, right? Of us being quote unquote liberated when you're still today, to this day, in captivity. Let me get that real quick in Baruch 4, I believe it's 1.
Baruch 3 and 8.
3 and 8. You got a point. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're even so desperate right now that a lot of our foods and stuff like that, obviously you have genetically modified organisms and different stuff like that. But you have an ingredient called BHT. And we're just putting it in cereals and different other foods and different stuff like that, which actually deteriorates the woman's health and their ability to carry. So it makes them barren essentially. And to put it into cereal is crafty because when you eat cereal, you don't get filled. You just want to keep eating it. And a lot of the times that sugar just keeps you addicted. But they also are starting to put it into our produce and different stuff like that. And it's all non-consensual. You gotta get crafty.
Right. I think that was Baruch 3 and 28. Basically, to this day, we are still in captivity. 3 and 8. We still in captivity. They still finding ways to poison. Just like the brother was just talking about with your damn cereal. Now they want you eating cereal every morning because they know what they putting in it. All right, Snoop Dogg got a damn cereal now. All right, what you think they putting in that cereal? He just trying to get rich, but basically they poisoning. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they got trisodium phosphate in most cereals, and you know that's found in rat poison.
Yeah, and in cleaners too. Yeah, BHT is in weed killer.
Right. See that? All these things. Right? Just being continuously recycled and used for multiple purposes, and they make it seem like it's harmless, but really it's targeted towards a specific minority group. That's why you can go into a gas station and you'll see they got all that candy they got in the damn wrap snacks, and then you go to another gas station somewhere in damn Broad Ripple, they ain't got the same stuff out there.
Hell no, they got no wraps.
They not selling that. They people no wraps.
You got sun chips.
Oh, shit, Good Earth is in
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8.
Bring it over.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. We are yet this day in our captivity. We are yet this day in our captivity. Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all thy iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
It's according to our iniquities. So according to the things that we've done, of which was unfruitful, unprofitable, we are yet this day in our captivity. Now we got to keep all these damn customs of a people that obviously hate us, right? We keeping all their customs. You know the origin of Thanksgiving? For our people, we just trying to gather with our family, right? And be thankful for another year with our family. But they don't tell you the origin of these holidays. These sick individuals. I'm talking about the so-called white man. What he did when he first got here, first of all, to America, is he started robbing the graves, pulling the bodies out of the graves. Then he saw the natives. He experienced a couple of cold winters over here. Okay, they wasn't making it. They was dying off. They had to resort to eating their own children. Right. Eating their own arms and legs. Am I gonna eat this finger this day? I'm gonna save the middle finger. I'm gonna eat that this day. You know what I'm saying? Different things like that. So they went to the so-called natives, which is really our Gadite brothers, okay, who was already living in harmony. They knew how to live on the land. They asked them for their help. So what they do? Got that big heart. They want to love on everybody. They helped them. What they do after that, they turned around, they broke every single peace treaty that those people made with them. Over 500. Every single one. They went through each tribe. They will go through each region. They'll go to each tribe. They'll murder and massacre everybody. I'm talking about men, because the men will fight. Kill all the men, maybe take the women, do God knows what with them. Take the children, kill them too. Okay, then go have a feast. And they called that Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, really. Okay? So they was doing it so much, they was getting so fat and nasty that they had to cut it down to one time a year. They'll come together, they'll have a feast of the land, for the land, being thankful for the land that they got to come over here and take. And they call it manifest destiny to this day. Alright, so we just going over history. What's the point? The point is we got to come back to these laws, because these laws will do what? They'll set us free. If you keep them, they will set you free. Okay? Give me that in Sirach 17. 11.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17 and 11.
Bring it out.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
They call it the law of life, right? So this law essentially belongs to you, and it will give you life.
Right,
if you keep them, right? But to do what? To turn from them is what? That's death. Okay? Let me get that real quick. That's what then we're gonna get into some more. Let's get into some more things. Go to Deuteronomy 22.
It's the book of Baruch 4 and verse 1.
Bring it on!
And it reads thus: This is the book of the commandment of God, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Shall die.
Okay, so there it is right there. We have the choice. Keep the commandments, we gonna live, and we don't keep them, we gonna die. As simple as that. Okay, that's why we go through what we go through. Brothers already went through the curses with you, so you understand that we're curses of people because of what? We disobeyed and chose not to keep the commandments. It's miraculous how things happen to the children of Israel. They happen very quickly, as if the Lord is watching. He said, I'm finna whoop your butt now. I'm finna give you a whooping. Why? Because I told you to stay away from that certain thing. I told you not to do that. You chose to do it anyway. And give me Amos 3 and 1 real quick. What you got?
Book of Amos 3 and 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this, so I can hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you.
Hear and listen.
O children of Israel, right? Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, right?
You only have I known.
I ain't know you.
You only have I known.
Of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So that's saying straight up that the Lord only knew one particular family of people that he surnamed. And that family of people he gave his laws and commandments to. Okay? Because it said that straight up, right? They say I knew all the people of the earth and every you know, I love everybody. Don't say that nowhere in the Bible.
Right.
See, we gotta understand one thing. And when you understand this, you become a wiser individual. These laws are not for everybody on earth.
That is right.
They belong to one group or one nation of people. What's that nation of people? Give them Psalms 147 and 19. I know I said don't bring up this. Let me show you this real quick. Because I got to prove it to you. I can't just say I'm going to prove it to you through the Bible that it literally says that these laws belong to the Israelites, to the descendants of Jacob. You see these? These 12 tribes right here. And when you think about it, that explains so much about what we go through as a people, why we are in such a disarray, why we don't have no organization. It's because everything we try to do has no foundation. What's that foundation? It's the Lord. Without that foundation, everything we do crumbles, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Psalms 147, verse 19. Be sure of his word unto Jacob. Unto Jacob, right? His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Okay.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
I'm dealing with it.
He has not he have not dealt so with any nation.
Right.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
They don't even know the judgments of the Lord. They don't even know what's coming to this place, man. Everybody just kind of got their head in the damn clouds. We talked to a damn so-called white person yesterday. We asked him, the brother asked him if what was he going to do about the Lord coming back, basically. And he said, I guess I'm going to prepare to fight. This is the bravado of these people that we live under. Right? If they can't have their way, if they can't get it the way they want it, they gonna rebel even against the Most High. And since the beginning, that's been those people.
Right.
That's why the Lord hates those people. Okay, now let's get into another commandment. Bring it up,
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Now, out of love for you, Toya, I need to ask you, right? What is one garment, one piece of clothing that we all have in common? I'm talking about you, sister, along with us brothers right here. It's pants, right? So we gotta, you do understand that the custom of women wearing pants wasn't always here. As a matter of fact, I think it came around in the year 1852, right? Margaret Sink, what's her name?
Elizabeth Smith, her name Elizabeth Smith Miller.
Elizabeth Smith Miller created the custom of a woman wearing pants. Now, what she wanted, what her aim was to make the woman on an even level keel or playing field as a man. She wanted to have that man's recognition. She wanted to prove herself being as strong as a man. And that's something that our women, our sisters don't need to be getting into. Why? Because that's the spirit of lesbianism. Okay? And we don't want to, that sort of spirit is not meant for our people. We was never meant to be that way. We got that from the nations. The nations get off into that. Man with man and woman with woman. And they tell you it's okay, it's all right. Right? But that's not according to the Bible. That's not according to the laws that belong to you. See? That's why we go through what we're going through. That's why our people get smitten by damn AIDS. Our people getting smitten by monkeypox. You got that running around now. Okay? And if these things were okay for us to do, then we wouldn't have these problems. Alright? So sister, I want you to consider today leaving the pants alone and maybe start getting into some dresses. Sisters, brothers is married up here. Brothers is married up here. They are, you know what I'm saying, women, they dress modestly. Why? Because what you have, that figure, is not meant for every man to behold with their eyes, man.
That's right.
And that's why they dress our women like that. Because they want to kind of parade you as being a sex symbol and push that prostitute mentality, that prostitute spirit. That's heavy on our sisters, not on they women.
Right.
They women deal with order. They women will wear a dress. But our sisters, they wear those. And every man in a damn 10 block radius can see this woman and her curves. That means all of her privates, all of her, I don't want to say the wrong
Her goodies.
All of her goods is out there on broadcast for everybody to see. You don't know what freak or pervert is around here. Go ahead.
Also, the dresses is meant to protect you as well, and even to help you find a suitable man. Because when a man is seeing your body, that's the first thing he's going to see. So he's not worrying about what your mindset is, if you have good morals, good this or that, He's just worried about trying to get some. And then that's why a lot of times, like, they're like, I can't find no good man, and this, that, and third, because what's being put on the forefront is sexual. So that's how he's going to see you at first. He's sexual. That's how he's going to look.
Okay. Right, excellent point, right? Because you're gonna put that image out of however you carry yourself, however you dress, is that image that you are going to portray or project. So when somebody see you dress in a certain way, they're gonna come at you a certain way. But if you dress it modestly, you ain't gotta worry about a whole lot of negative attention in. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't know, they look at you, they dress it modestly, they automatically think, okay, this is a good, wholesome woman right now. This is somebody's wife, this is somebody's mother, you know what I'm saying?
She has morals.
She's got moral values, she cares about herself. She's not going to put herself out there to look like no harlot for nobody. You see what I'm saying? These are some things to consider, especially if you want to please the Lord. All right? I'm just giving you things to think about. Give me go ahead.
I just got a quick point real quick. Also, more than likely, if a woman's carrying herself modestly, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to sit there and think she's going out to the clubs and got ratchet friends, different stuff. You can read that like a book. You know what I'm saying? Just like men can read that, women walking around in booty shorts and different stuff like that. They can read that like a book. Why do you think they get hollered at more often? Because they look like they're more open.
Right, exactly. There's so many spirits surrounding that. So many spirits surrounding that. You know what I'm saying? You putting yourself out there for everybody to kind of holler at you. You know what I'm saying? We know the types that come up and down Meridian. We know according to what they dress, what they trying to get into. All right. You got guys up in here. They still doing that date rape drug around here. They don't know that. You know, you turned down the wrong one. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? But you coming out here dressed like that? How about I just drop this in your drink when you're not looking? You see what I'm saying? Our women period, don't think about that. They just think about how good they look and how their curves is hitting all the right angles and this, that, and the third, a bunch of nonsense. It's designed to be that way. That's how it's designed to be. Okay? So that's a commandment for our sisters to do what? To start dressing modestly and get out of the customs and the habits of this world that we live in. The Lord telling us, hey look, come out of Babylon, come out of this place. Alright? Because it ain't no good for you and it's going to eventually get you destroyed. Okay? Let's see if you got another commandment. Let's go over the Sabbath.
It's like saying I'm not black and African American.
Now, I'm going to go over something else with you.
It's still a byword.
And also think about this too. You learning these things, there's, you know, it's all right. You might not get everything 100%. You might miss here or there. Some things it might take longer for you to get into the habit of customing. Like right now, our sisters are pretty much, they're programmed to wear pants and different things like that. Okay? Come on. Talking about the Sabbath. Okay? So another custom and another law of ours is the Sabbath, observing the Sabbath. Okay, do you know what the Sabbath is? The Sabbath is, that's what they tell us. That's what the Christian churches, that's what everybody, that's what TV tells us. The Sabbath is on a Sunday. It's not on a Sunday though. Because you have to actually, and they show you, they give you hints too. Drop subtle little hints for you. But you gotta pick up or you gotta read it. Like for instance, your phone. If you look at the calendar on your phone, what's the first day of the week? Look at. Go ahead and pull up your calendar on your phone real quick and tell me what the first day of the week. You know what Mexican is? Today. Tell me what time. Yeah, today. Well. Yeah, right. Sunday will be the first day of the week. So they letting you know, but this is not the sort of society that we live in. We're taught that look, Monday is the first day of the week. That's when your work week starts. That's when everything starts. So it's Monday through down Sunday, right? And look, go to church on Sunday and call that the Sabbath. Okay, things have changed completely over time. Family, y'all got 2 minutes. Can I show y'all something in the Bible? Real quick, talking about y'all, while y'all walking, give them Deuteronomy 14 and 2 while they walk. Hold on, say what the book of
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Straight like that. Okay, we putting that out there too. It's not our words. We ain't write it. The Bible said that he chose the Israelites and he placed those Israelites above every other nation on earth. Man. And it's just straight like that. It's facts. All right. So going back into the Sabbath day. Okay. They told us the Sabbath day was on a Sunday. All right. So at what time or what point of the day does the Sabbath supposedly begin on a Sunday? Is it 12 a.m.? The darkest time of the damn day? Think about it. So, basically, Friday sundown is the beginning of Saturday. Okay? So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, you have what? The Sabbath. What do we do on the Sabbath? What are we supposed to be doing? Don't worry about it, sister. We gonna be patient with you. Because we love the fact that you're standing up here and you actually receiving the word. You know how many sisters that actually stand up here? A handful of sisters. Okay, so this is a beautiful thing. Think about it for a minute. What are we supposed to be doing as Israelites? We know we're Israelites. What are we supposed to be doing on the Sabbath? What did the Lord do on the Sabbath? How about that question? What did God do on that seventh day? Look, you ain't supposed to be doing no work. We ain't supposed to be working. We supposed to be maybe at home. Maybe you going for a nice little walk or something. Okay? But basically, for the most part, you're going to be doing what? You're going to be into this. You're going to be reading. You're going to be praying. Okay? You're going to be spending time dwelling on the law. right? And washing yourself and baptizing yourself with what? Not with water, not with taking a dunk in the water. It's with the word and with the law, right? That's how you do that. Cleanse yourself and get yourself ready for another week. Relax and chill and just kick up and put your feet up. What one of our people don't enjoy a day where you can just chill? You want to work 7 days a week, brother? Would you work 7 days a week? I know it's money.
I already do.
You already do? Would you? Do you want to? If you had the choice, would you take that day off? Yeah, everybody wants that day off. I know I do, man. I ain't trying to work no damn 7 days a week. Now.
Right.
So we gonna be all right. We gonna make it.
Inflation hard though.
Affliction.
You said
Inflation, which is affliction, but inflation. Yes, because you're being afflicted to pay more money.
right.
And in order to get more money, you got to go to work. And what's happening at work? You're getting afflicted. Yeah. Nobody's having a good time at work. Am I having a good time cutting damn insulation? And damn climbing up the damn pipes and trying to tape this and paint that? And I got damn Esau telling me what to do and when to do it? No. I don't know what you think, brother, but trust me, if it's work, it's not enjoyable. Okay? So look, what we explained to the sister is that she's an Israelite. Just like you would be an Israelite. Your father's a so-called black man, right? Okay, he's not actually black, neither are you. You're finding out according to the Bible that we really God's chosen people. That this Bible is actually not a religious book, but it's a heritage and a culture that belongs to a specific race of people, and that's the Israelites.
Right.
And that fits you. And that fits you. So with that knowledge, you got the responsibility of coming back to the Lord and learning these laws so you can keep them and get on His good side. Right? That's what you want. You want to be on the Lord's good side, right? You believe in the Lord. Many of our people do. Many of our people do. There's a reason for that. Right? Because He chose you and your family to Him. Right? But we disappointed the Lord. We disappointed the Most High when we chose to do our own thing. Now we forgot. We don't know. We black. Right? None of these things really apply to us as people, but that's what we are. So let's get back to it. Talking about the Sabbath. Now, if you apply what you just learned, you know that the Sabbath actually begins Friday evening to Saturday evening. We ain't supposed to be doing no work. Now, we in captivity. There's some things that are going to be unavoidable. I fought tooth and nail to make sure I keep every Sabbath to the very best of my ability after learning. But even if you fight as hard as you can, we still in the land that they don't keep the Sabbath on that day, do they? Even if they did, they'll tell you, hey, you better bring your ass in here. You better get your ass in here. We'll give you double. We'll give you double time on that day. We'll give you double time. You work 10 hours, you get double time. Triple time. Right? Your rent is due. They just shut the damn lights and the water off. Alright? The insurance, all your bills is piling up on you. What you gotta do, what you gotta do. I'm saying that as an Israelite, you have these laws and you got the ability. This is an ability to repent.
Right.
Right? To ask the Lord for forgiveness.
With ship! With what?
With ship!
With what?
With ship!
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night, huh?
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back, man. Right. Nobody knows, man.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. What? For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.